everyone, and welcome back to another OPTC Cruise video. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the new Kizuna Clash versus Yamato. Now I will have a separate video up for my 100% free-to-play super boss teams that I will be showing you, but in this video I'll be going through the 10-star difficulty against the strength, int and dex variants. All these teams are 100% free-to-play, no rare recruits, no legends, and we aren't running any of the new batch as friend captains. We're just running the exact same captain as our friend captain. So if you don't have a lot of good friend captains, then this will be the teams for you. So super accessible. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so for the first team here against the strength variant, so for this one we are using the treasure map gear 4 as our captain, with the same character as our friend captain. So once again, run Luffy as your friend captain, no other external units. So as for the subs here, the strength, dex and int units are getting cooldown, so unfortunately Queen and Perispero do not get cooldown from the quest. This is fine though, since they have the potential ability which reduces their cooldown at the start of the quest. So how this team works is, gear 4 Luffy, we aren't using his special, he's just good as a captain, so he could be replaced with the Jack at level 1 break 3 or higher, either one, whichever works for you. So how it works is, on stage 2 there's going to be resilience, despair and special rewind. We can use Queen to give us some matching orbs and also deal some damage. Then we can use Perispero to get around the resilience and give us a chain lock that will last until the final stage. Lastly, use your Holy Jones to get around the special rewind as well as the despair, and then give us a color affinity of 1.75x for a turn. With all those boosts and the matching orbs from Queen, we should be able to kill just with enough damage. Also, Holy Jones does reduce our HP significantly and then deal a bunch of damage to the enemy, so we should be fine to kill the enemy with the aid of that damage as well. Then on the final stage we can use Big Mom. Make sure she's at level 0 break 5. I forgot to mention, but every treasure map unit that has a level 0 break, you need to have them at max for these teams to work, especially when it comes to the captains, because their captain abilities are horrendous if you don't have them at level 0 break 3 or higher. So Big Mom is going to give us a full board of similar orbs, which she counts as matching with her crewmate ability. She'll also give us a 3.25x orb boost. She'll get around the 1.1x orb boost on the final stage to remove all beneficial effects, which includes that very weak orb boost, give us a very strong orb boost, and then also a slight 1.25x attack and color affinity boost. As for the special limiter, we can only use 2 specials. That's fine. Big Mom is literally the only special we're using on the final stage. For her decent-ish attack and color affinity, very strong orb boost, and a full board of matching orbs. And we also have a 2.75x chain lock from Perispero still, and with the very strong captain ability of Luffy, all that is enough to deal a decent amount of damage. I think around 70 million. It depends on how high leveled your characters are, especially when it comes to Queen as well as your Luffy captains, since they are going to be dealing the most damage. Shark Superb ship for the most damage. You can use anything else that works, but Shark Superb is the best damage option for a ship. Next team here we have is the int variant, and whenever you're building a free-to-play team against int, the free-to-play Strawettes are a free cop-out. These guys are very, very strong. Fighter, striker and driven characters are getting cooldown. Honestly, for most of this team though, it doesn't even matter who gets cooldown, since Brook as well as Luffy get cooldown from the quest. So Brook doesn't get cooldown from the quest, but he is a boosted character, so he will be ready on the final stage. Give me a second. My phone is about to die. Okay, so my bad for the disturbance. But anyways, Brook is a boosted unit, so he gets 15 cooldown. So it doesn't matter that he doesn't get quest cooldown. As for Jumbe, as well as Frankie, as well as Akainu, all of them do get quest cooldown, so we don't have to worry about their specials not being ready. So on stage 2, there's going to be 2 additional enemies with 50,000 HP. The catch here is that they have 10 million defense. Now we're just going to use Brook. Make sure he's at level 1 break 5. And he's going to deal 50,000 fixed damage. The fact that it's fixed is very important, because it allows us to kill those wave clear mobs regardless of their defense up. So we don't have to worry about those additional enemies. And then we can also use the special of our that's actually it. We can also use the special of our Luffy as well as his super type, and from there we can kill stage 2. We'll have matching orbs and attack boost, and also super type, as well as enemy inflicted with defense. I mean increased damage taken because of Brook. Um, we can also use the special of Jumbe twice. No. We're using Jumbe on the final stage. So we're using Luffy and Brook on stage 2, and then on the final stage we activate the rest of our specials. We'll get a conditional attack boost from Akainu, a chain lock, as well as getting around the debuffs with Frankie, and then Jumbe gives us abilities to get around the damage reduction. So make sure you have your Jumbe double special activation maxed. We also use Luffy again on the final stage, if it even is necessary. And then from there, just kill the. You can also use Brook on stage 1 to wave clear. By the way, since we are only using him on stages 1 and 2, that means that you can use the wave clear on stage 1. So don't worry about that. The damage is pretty good on this team. I think it's a bit better than the other one. So that's gonna be it for this team. It's pretty strong and it's a 100% free to play. As for the final one, I'm pretty excited about this. And Big Mom is a character that hasn't been used a lot since her release. But with her level 1 break, she is so good as a captain. She requires one of every type, but she is a 5x flat captain, and she has a very interesting effect that allows you to improve the amount of damage dealt from specials. And while we don't actually use this effect in this team in particular, I might make some videos in the future where I do test the capabilities of this unit. So mine is in level 1 break 5. You do need a maxed, so just know that it won't work if you don't have it at level 1 break 5. And how this team works is stage 1, we get cooldown to our Free Spirit Fighter and Cerebral characters. And on stage 2, we get a full board of Dex Orbs. We get Dex Orbs counted as unfavorable. And then we also have to deal with enemy damage reduction of 5 turns. So how this works is we're going to use Big Mom, one of our Big Moms on stage 2 to give us a bunch of damage boosts and matching orbs to get around those bad Dex Orbs. We can then use the special of our Reiju, and that's going to allow us to get around the enemy's damage reduction. On the final stage, we can use the special of our Sanji to get around the enemy barriers, as well as give us a chain boundary effect. At this point, the enemy can change into either the Strength, Dex, or Psi type. Now, that's why we're using Big Mom, is because we have to have one of every type, so regardless of what the enemy turns into, we'll still have a good unit to attack with. As for the attack down, we're going to use our Brook, and then we can just use the other special of our Big Mom, and that's going to give us all the damage we'll need. We'll have Chain Boundary from Sanji, all those damage boosts from Big Mom, and then also the special of Brook giving us a base attack boost. So very happy with this team. We have a lot of buffs. Just make sure you use Big Mom first, otherwise she'll remove the base attack boost from Brook if you use her after Brook. Once again, using the Shark Superb for a very nice attack boost, but you can use anything else. So that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions about these teams in particular, ask them down below. Keep in mind, for Big Mom as well as what's his face, Luffy, you need to have level 1 break 5. So those two characters, if you are using these teams, they need to be 150. They don't have to be leveled that high. Just make sure they are at level 1 break 5. These teams don't work past level 30. And that's about it. So thank you guys for watching. If you have enjoyed the video or found it helpful, make sure to hit the like button and also subscribe for more content like this in the future. But with all that being said, I'm out. Peace. I'll see you guys in the next one.